Last night, officers responded to the 6500 block of West Pine Meadows Place for a person laying in the street. Responding officers located Mitchell James Houchins on the ground deceased in the middle of the roadway. His last name spelling is Houchins. First name is Mitchell, common spelling, middle of James. He's a 27-year-old male. He was located in the middle of the street, just near the intersection of Meadows and Sandalwood Place. Responding officers obviously called medical personnel. They transported him to the hospital where he was pronounced deceased. This morning, the autopsy was the first thing this morning, and we know now that he died from a gunshot wound to the chest. We don't know what caliber yet or any of that, obviously. Detectives are still working the crime scene right now as well, and doing a neighborhood canvass, trying to get information from folks. It's very, very early on in the investigations because it just got here last night at probably around, by the time folks were first on scene working, it was around midnight, besides the responding officers and detectives. But we'll hopefully have some more information or put stuff out to you to try and help us locate some individuals that we're looking for. I will tell you an interesting point on this, because we do get asked this quite often, is things are on video. Yeah, there are certain things on video, but I won't allude to everything that is on video, just because I don't want to interfere with the investigation at this point until we find who's responsible for this. But Houchins was laying on the middle of the street for 25 minutes before police were even called. Cars drove by him. One particular individual actually walked by him and went and reported that, asked somebody if they wanted to see a dead body, and then that person that he told that to was thankfully grateful enough to call police so that we could respond out there. So the question is what, I guess if you were in that area and you drove by him laying in the street or you saw anything, that would probably be a good thing to call us. We're not the size metropolitan city that people can't call somebody in laying on a street any more than he should have laid there for a half hour. So we were unable to get the medical attention. It was delayed significantly because of that. So, do you have any questions?
Investigators believe Mr. Hutchins to be the victim of a homicide here?
Yes, absolutely. I can't give only details I can give you on it right now would be that he died of a gunshot wound. But yeah, definitely it's a homicide. It wasn't a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Certainly, the autopsy has led us to believe that that's not the case.
Do you have any evidence to think that there are any threats to the public at this time?
No, I don't. I would tell you that from what I know so far that there is not. This was someone that was known to him. Probably not a close relationship, but a relationship enough that they would communicate with each other on a regular basis.
And he was discovered shortly before midnight last night?
Yep. I can tell you the shooting occurred around 11:20 p.m. and the first call came to us at about 11:45. So, anything?
Were there any weapons found in the area?
Nope, we did not find any weapons yet. And detectives in the crime lab are still processing the scene. We have the benefit of daylight now. We waited a little bit for that just so we don't miss anything. So that should be coming too.
Judged by our comments a moment ago, it seems like this is a good example of the public sees something and they should say something.
Absolutely. I've been talking about all this year on at least 13 occasions now that I've been down here this year. I've been talking about it, where we need the community's help. And some will say, yep, we need to figure it out ourselves. Well, I don't see it that way. I don't think that it's just a law enforcement issue. I believe the community interaction and people coming forward and giving us information is key to any investigation. Someone that would say that we should just figure out on our own, their knowledge base in law enforcement or investigations probably isn't that great. So
one shot's fired, but nobody calls it in.
Nobody. The only person that called it in was we had one 911 call, and that was from a person who was told that there was someone laying dead on the street. That's the only call that we got. So, and it's a very densely populated neighborhood. So we didn't get a call at all. So that's a concern. But we're out there today. We'll knock on some doors. We'll get as much information as we can and talk to as many people as we can. And like I've always said, again, we're just going to hold people accountable, and we'll continue on.
Is it believed that the incident occurred there or that he was dropped off there?
It happened near that intersection in the 6500 block.